This is either the Pioneer Parade or the 4th of July Parade in Pocatello about 1952. Rochelle's dad was an avid photographer, and when he passed, we found a box with 3 of these 8mm rolls of film. And we sent this down to iMemories, and they recorded it. So this is, oh, look at that. This is history, 1950s in Pocatello. And I thought, with Pioneer Day and the 4th of July in July, I thought this would be kind of interesting. There's watch your signals. Pocatello was a railroad town with the lots of employees, including my uncle, who worked for the Union Pacific in those days, and lots of pride. Look, I don't know what is that, Pocatello High School, probably, and there's some more. Here comes a train, that somebody put together, coming under the out from under the underpass there. Yep, there's the caboose. So yeah, he took this film with 8mm cameras, and there's other rolls, 2 other rolls of these 3, and it's just looking back at history in the 1950s. And that's Rochelle's sister, I think. That's Rebecca. She's 5 years younger, or is it 3 years younger? Anyway, she's younger than Rochelle, and this is taken over on Ravine Drive, where Dick actually, after World War II, he built homes. And of course, he came back from Korea. He went to Korea in the 1950s. And, because he was in the 3rd Marine Division. But, this capturing, this 1950 dress, and she's walking. Look at them little booties. And then we'll get more back to the parade here. But these are all silent films, and it's just history, in the making. And I have a lot of, I have a lot of videos of the family. And I think the little girl on the left is Rochelle, and I think that's her tricycle, and that's her girlfriend that's on her. That's Rochelle. There's her sister, and then their dog. I think it's 542 or something, Ravine Drive in Pocatello, where this was taken, because he built the homes. He built all the homes. Him and another guy named Johnson built those homes, and that's where they lived until I think Rochelle was 9 or 10, and then they moved out to another place. Anyway, I forget the name of the street. Well, yep, look at that face. Of course, she looks a little bit different like all the rest of us when we age, but that's Rochelle's sister, Rebecca. Yep, she's just walking. There's Dick. That's Rochelle's dad. That's Dick T. Clark. Okay, now we're getting to the parade. This is and back more to the parade. There's Moroni. I think it's got to be Pioneer Day. And Indian chiefs. Okay, yeah, that's quite a float made out of Kleenex and then painted. We've built those before with the junior chamber. There's the Boy Scouts marching. Oh, there's Income. Well, Income. Big town of Inca. Well, this has got to be Pioneer Day. And then back to Rebecca, and that's Rochelle's mom. She had blonde hair, and she was also Rosie the Riveter during World War II. She went down to San Diego when Dick enlisted in the Marines in January 1942. Kissed his son goodbye, and her, and off he went, island hopping all the way to Japan, and like I say, surviving Iwo Jima. Well, here's Rebecca again. Guys can't get enough of her. And that's it. Anyway, a little view of Pocatello from 1950.